Black Feniks checking in. Right now, I'm in my hometown, McGee. Hopefully, I'm back, family. I've been having some issues with this internet. I don't know if it's just this phone that I got, but I've been having trouble with this phone that I got. I guess just got a regular AT&T phone. And we grew up following the path of those who went before us. But a lot of times we don't fully understand what it means to have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding, and what it does once you really fully embrace it and just not speak about it. Like, you see change. That's why I wanted to take a picture in the background showing my welder, my welding rig, because that is a true example of growth and development. Someone that started with some knowledge that couldn't take care of himself and end up coming to a situation where now he can be able to not only help himself, but he can help others. And he can help others do the same thing that he done because he used the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And when it comes to political, economical, and social development, a lot of us don't know anything about politics, but we do understand that politics is what keeps us in certain neighborhoods, keeps certain schools in certain areas, hospitals in certain areas, keep us from going to certain places. So we need to learn about politics, family, because if you notice, and I just want to say this because if you notice, since the Democrats has won the election, you don't hear too much about Black Lives Matter anymore. You don't hear or see too much of the police brutality and shootings, and it's still going on, but you don't really hear about it no more. Why is that? So politics has a big thing to do with our communities, where we stay at, how we live, how we spend our money, and we need to learn them because a lot of times we'll follow different politicians and we'll follow different parties, not knowing that these parties truly don't have anything for us unless we're in a position where we can buy a politician, if that makes sense, because that's what people do when they get money. I have seen politicians say that, no, weed is evil, it's from the devil. And then a few years later, I see them protesting, yes, 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 legalize it in every state. Everybody needs it. What you think they changed their mind for? You don't think they just woke up and had a spiritual awakening, do you? Economics, money, 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 money. Like, it makes the world go round, family. And for a person to receive money and don't know what to do with it, it's not going to help you in it. You know what I mean? You're gonna. It's like a pig. It's like a pig. It's an old proverb that says, "A woman without discretion is like a pig with a diamond in his nose." That pig is gonna take that diamond, put it in the mud. He gonna do all type of things with it because he don't know how to honor the possession that's on it. So a lot of times we don't know better, so we can't do better. So once we do know better, that's when things start changing. So that's why we have to learn about politics. We have to. It takes money to do a lot of things, to eat healthy, to live right. And as you see, I'm steady buffering with this video as if it don't want me to give you this information, but I got to speak it because I know a lot of G's where I'm from. I know a lot of people who believe in growth and development, but they are not living growth and development, not even in their personal lives. So I feel even though we represent things because of where we're from, we got to have a full understanding. We got to have an understanding of knowing that we need the social development. We got to grow and know how to communicate with one another, know how to talk, know how to be a man, know how to keep our word, know how to swear to our own hurt and change not. I mean, if I tell you something, I got to stand on that. Even if I don't like what I said I had to do, I said it. So I got to stand on it. And we don't have people like that. People will switch on you in a minute. Man, my girl said this. Oh man, my girl. Like, I got relatives and cousins that I had to cut off since I've been down here. They'll stop by and say what's up, and I speak, but I don't mess with them. I deleted their numbers because they're not a man of their word. And you can only try. You can't push no one to wake up. You can only lead by example. So to overcome, to be an old man and turn to a new thing, like to have a resurrection, to be dead. Now you have life due to the knowledge you have. Knowledge, man, knowledge gives life. It's light. You know, wisdom is what keeps you, it's what keeps the knowledge intact. Because knowledge without wisdom is vain. but you don't use it, what is it going to help you? It's not help you. Peace, God, peace. So, I just feel like we're in a stage now where we really need to understand what it means, what it means when we represent growth and development, when we say we really want to grow and develop, why we got to have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, uh, political, social development, and economics, why all these things play a big part in us being a man. Like, we're not going to wake up one day, family, and just have it all together. Really, it's going to help us do some great things in our communities and our people once we embrace what it means to be a G, you know, to and or represent a team. As you see, I've been having issues trying to go live and talk about it, but I feel like, that we really have to understand what it means, and it's not no one's responsibility to make you be who you say you are. If you say you are, then you should stand on that. But if that's not who you are, then don't be stressing it. You know what I mean? Really be about change. Really be about growth in your family, in your neighborhood, in your business. Like, for something in return. Standing on your word, man. Really understanding what it means to be a man, because I feel like a lot of people don't really know. Like, we're man. Some of our man, especially in the South, just believe that a man is someone with some testicles, testicles down hanging. They think that's a man. Yeah, that's a boy. You know what I'm saying? It's a different from a female, but it's not a man. But a lot of us stress to be man, so it just, sometimes it bothers me because I feel like if someone don't speak up, if someone don't say something, if someone don't lead by example, who gonna do it? Who gonna do it, family? You know, and like I say, I believe that there's G's in every setting, every hood, every neighborhood. There's some OGs who stand on principles, who are about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, who believe in economical, social development, and political to change things for our people. Like, we got to be involved in all those things, and it don't matter where. I believe you have to be bold. Salute, salute. I believe you have to be bold, And they give bad names to G's and to gangsters because they say, "Oh, that's the criminal." Nah, you got to be a leopard. I don't even like saying lions. You have to be a leopard. You have to be vicious to be a G. To be a gentleman, to stand. You got to have principles. You know what I mean? You got to be willing to do what the next person isn't do. Some people talk about it. You got to be about it. We don't talk, we walk. You know what I mean? And if we say something, we stand on it. So I was like, we really have to lead by example, family. We have to come together. We have to educate. We have to help one another in the community. You see a kid doing something wrong, you go over there and correct them and say, "Hey, man, don't do that, man. You're trying to go to jail," and explain it to them why. You know what I mean? The other day I was driving by and I seen a kid shooting at cars as they go by with this little gun thing and shot my truck. I had to stop and say, "Hey, man, don't do that." I had to go knock on the door and tell his parents and his mom, who came to the door, that I knew, and I just let her know, "Hey, man, it's all good. We family. If we don't look out for one another, then them folks gonna put us in prison." You see what I'm saying? And we don't want to go down there and visit them. So I'd rather come here and talk to them and say, "Hey, man, don't do that." So I feel like we have. I just feel like it takes someone to lead. And my goal is to get my HogOn family lead by example. I'm in McGee, Arkansas right now. I'm gonna be teaching welding education. I'm gonna be teaching skills, trades. I'm gonna be fabricating. I'm installing all the above, and I'm gonna see my people. And that's how I get my HogOn, and that's how I stand on my growth and development. HogOn.